what's going on? Why don't you just introduce yourself really quick for the camera?
I'm Sam Brown.
I'm Timmy Williams.
I'm Trevor Moore.
All right. And you're here in the historic theater.
Yeah.
Wilbur Theater.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is.
Someone said it was haunted.
100 years
I
old.
bet. A lot of stuff's haunted in Boston.
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, has anyone heard like
ghost stories?
Yeah.
I don't have my campfire and flashlight handy.
Okay.
And I don't know any stories.
Well, nowadays you just need some dumb dude with like a night vision camera and you can find ghosts.
Oh, yeah,
That's
right.
how it
And
works.
like, you can and a composer and like
Right, do that.
tone
Keyboard.
music. Yeah.
But
Okay.
They never find ghosts, though.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
ghosts
wonder
are
why.
real.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing about them is that they're not there, but they're there. Right.
Yeah, everybody who tells you a ghost story ever, like anyone you ever meet that tells you a ghost story, it's really interesting because that person is dumb.
And I don't know any.
Well, then you're not dumb.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
job.
you, guys.
Gullible.
I'll take that. to my grave.
Gullible, that's the best.
Yeah.
Right on your headstone. I'm not dumb.
Yeah. Oh, that's. I won't leave my name. I'll just write. I'm not dumb.
This guy. There's a guy here who wasn't dumb.
I'm not dumb, and I'm in blackness right now.
He had a mom.
Blackness and
This guy had a
nothingness.
So, would you think Kardashian?
None of.
Whoever dies first.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm so sick of seeing them on
I'm
things.
fooling on Bruce.
Who's that? There's a Bruce Kardashian?
Bruce Kardashian.
No.
Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
Jenner.
Oh, Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
He's.
Yeah.
I don't
He looks
even know.
like they just took his face and were like, ugh.
Well, he had someone do that.
Yeah.
Exactly what
He gave them a whole bunch of money and they went, "Urgh," just like
They
that.
just like put the back of his head on their knee and they just took his cheeks and were like, ugh.
And the one Kardashian is like O.J. Simpson stuff.
Yeah. Scary Kardashian.
Chloe.
Yeah, scary. She's my favorite. Yeah.
Scare her.
Oh, murder dad.
I'm into
Murder
sporty.
Dad.
But
Like, isn't that a rumor that O.J. had an affair with Mama Kardashian and then
She's
so wait, is Kim Kardashian all of their moms? I don't understand.
no, Kim Kardashian is the leader.
She's the
Yeah,
she's
she's
the
like the
lead
leader.
porn star.
She's the lead
Leonardo.
I think
Yeah.
she's the dumbest and hottest one.
Right.
I never.
What's that
I never
say
actually-
about you?
Oh.
You're just into dumb chicks. I think that's kind of like a misogynist.
I like dumb bodies. I
Yeah.
like dumb flesh.
Dumb flesh.
Mm-hmm.
But it was
You're a
her.
misogynist.
It was her idea to be. It's just like it was like she was the one that started the whole thing, right?
He was
Well, because
like-
she put out she did do it on camera.
She did a
Put out
sex
a
tape.
did out a sex tape.
I think that's how it was.
So that's not that.
Because that's all it takes anymore.
Yeah, honest roots.
Yeah, she's famous. Everyone says she's famous for nothing, but she's actually famous for being like one of the first people to be like, all you need to be famous is a sex tape.
Well, and she was. I believe she was friends with Paris Hilton, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
So she like stole her friend's idea because her
She
friend
was like,
Yeah. Friend-
Paris Hilton doesn't
was
have
in
money.
the industry.
yeah, she was the first.
Sam, can you
Yes.
tell me about TV Galactica?
That was a cable access show that I made with a friend of mine that we never aired an episode of, but we made like 4.
Okay.
Like we never thought they were good enough to air, but it was just kind of like what I would do for fun was like sit around the high school and like make these dumb TV shows with these weird robot skits.
Do you remember the premise of any of them?
I remember we made a thing with these, we made cardboard like robot costumes and made these videos about like, it was a robot hanging out drinking lemonade and then another robot fell from space and so they had to battle. And then that was, yeah.
Do you still have any of them?
I think the Sandwich Cable Access might have them, but besides that, they're on like those like SVHS tapes, like or quarter-inch tapes maybe. Like,
Were there any other cool shows on Sandwich Cable Access?
there was.
Sorry, I'm not trying to steal your job.
No.
That's sort of like I came up in this kind of like. My brother's friends were making these shows that were like, my older brother was friends were making these shows called like, there's this guy Russ Delory who's making this show called Russ News. It was always like really funny and random, and then there was like basically like a LARPing show that some guys made. That was like really like fun and just like these like stupid high schoolers having fun with a video camera. And
That's
so
a great channel.
I've only been to North Dakota. Have you been to?
That's weird. Why have you been in North Dakota, not South Dakota?
I've been to Jamestown, North Dakota, and I've seen the White Buffalo Museum. Have you?
No.
It's
Is that
terrible.
about the mythical white buffalo?
It's not mythical. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Oh, so there's a white buffalo there?
Yeah, it's named White Cloud, and there's a 30-foot statue of it.
Really?
In Jamestown, North Dakota.
Did they paint the buffalo, or it's actually?
They painted the statue. The buffalo's albino.
Okay.
It's actually just a buffalo museum, but in North Dakota, like this is the white restaurant, this is the white, town hall, this is the...
Not racist. Okay, so what are the differences between North and South Dakota?
I like South Dakota better because, well, when it comes to like stuff to see, we actually have more, I think, more interesting things to see than North Dakota does. Also, there's a lot of like funny, I mean, like,
Gauntlet from.
we get along. We took a big mountain and we carved people's faces on it. We have a palace made out of corn.
Yeah.
That's about it. We have one drug.
you realize there was such a rivalry.
There's not, but like that one thing I've always thought is funny. But,
Yeah.
but generally it's just like, it doesn't matter. And now North Dakota has all the money, so, because of all the oil they're digging up there, so they'll probably just buy us soon and just call us like stupid Dakota and then be smart Dakota.
Just abbreviated S Dakota.
Yeah.
That really stands for stupid Dakota.
That's what they're gonna do.
All right, here we go. Okay, Trevor,
Yes.
what's the best pizza in New York, and what's your dad's name?
Best pizza in New York. It's all good. All the pizza in New York is great, which is what's great about New York, because you can just walk around and just eat pizza from anywhere, and it all kind of tastes great.
There's that place we always used to order from in New York.
Oh, Domino's.
Domino's.
Yeah.
I can't test that. These guys say
I've never heard of those guys.
We should, Domino's! That's how you say it. Domino's!
What's the cross street
Artesian
in New York?
pizzas.
They actually have a couple.
Sam and I, for one season of the show, Sam and I were living together in our friend's apartment because we had already moved to LA and come back. And by the end of the day, because we'd shoot like 13, 14-hour days, and we'd be so exhausted, we're just like, just call Domino's, and we just like get them to deliver. So we had pizza boxes stacked up, and our friend came back to see his apartment. He was like, "You guys live in the middle of the greatest pizza like in the world.
Yeah.
You just have ordering Domino's every night."
Yeah.
That's a tower of blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the pizza.
It'll come.
It's alright. It's
All
but
right.
when there's like awesome pizza around the corner there, I mean,
Yeah.
the point that the friend made was correct.
I like it. Now that I live in LA, I eat Domino's like all the time because LA pizza isn't good.
LA
Yeah.
pizza's not good.
But Domino's is consistent wherever you
You know
go.
what's weird is I've been a couple places around, not here, and we've seen Boston-style pizza advertised.
That's a Canadian thing. There's a
Really?
place, like a big chain in Canada called Boston Pizza.
What is that?
I don't
I don't
know.
know, yeah.
We have like a lot of Greek and
Yeah.
Italian pizza around
Greek
here.
pizza,
Yeah. Is that just what it is?
I don't know, but that's when I'm in LA and I want like a slice, like, because I grew up in Sandwich,
Yeah.
so when I want a slice like the pizza I grew up with, I'll go to a Greek restaurant that does pizza,
Good.
and it's like that same stuff. Yeah.
And your dad's name?
Michael.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Moore? Any relation?
To me? He's my
Yeah.
dad.
Oh, okay.
It's not the famous Michael Moore.
Oh, not
It's a
the
different
whiny
Michael
guy.
Moore. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Damn, comments being
Oh,
thrown
that's
everywhere. It's North Dakota.
Whose farts smell the worst?
His yesterday. Woo!
Yes,
No.
it changes.
Okay.
It kind of changes.
Yeah, no, I thought I had like a.
Sam.
I had some pretty
Same
bad
as
ones
it. But
yesterday.
all the ones from yesterday that were like, what is that? Were him like,
Okay.
what?
There is-
I think you missed the tail end of the day.
There was at one point in tour we made up a game when we were doing like a road trip called Fart Ball.
Fart ball.
Yeah, Fart
The
Ball.
van. Like when you're in the van.
So we were in a van, and like the whole thing was like, all right, so on this road trip in between these two cities, on this like 6-hour road trip, if you fart and it's smelly enough that everyone else has to someone has to roll down the window, you get a point. And Zach was so good at it, we almost convinced him to get Wonder Boy and the lightning bolt tattooed onto his butt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, he's not here to defend himself, but he does have the smelliest farts in the group. Like,
good.
I don't know why.
All right.
So all that handsome just translates into bad farts, I guess.
These two are competing with Zach.
Yeah.
Then you have the best smelling farts.
I don't fart that often.
There's also Darren.
Darren, I don't know if Darren. I don't recall.
I don't think
smelling-
I've ever.
Darren really doesn't like farts, so he probably doesn't like his own farts. So he probably makes sure that he hides when he has to fart.
Doesn't fart.
Darren basically farts.
Some guy doesn't like farts. What's going on?
Darren farts like a proper lady.
Yeah. When he farts, it smells like strawberries.
He
and daffodils.
politely leaves the room and goes. And
Excuse me, eat like that.
Oh, he hides him in his petticoats.
Yeah. Wears a lot of things.
Oh, I'm so glad we get to talk about farts in an interview. It's good.
I mean,
Good job.
it's topical. It's
Always
happening
topical.
every day.
Yeah, 'cause it was,
It's
Okay.
never not.
So, what books have you read?
All of them.
Yeah,
None of them.
all of them.
All of them?
None of them.
the half.
Which half?
The first 90 pages and I get bored.
So, what's next for you guys? You guys have been touring. The show finished in 2011.
Yep.
And you guys have just been working and touring since?
Yeah.
Yep. We're we're writing a movie that we're trying to do as like
Oh, wait, I heard about that. Miss March?
No. That's we already did. That one already came out.
Was that a mean joke?
No, I really liked Miss March. I was upset at the rap that it got. The bat scene, I don't think I laughed harder in the last 4 years than the whole bat scene.
Yeah, we're writing a sequel to that. It's gonna be.
It's called Mr.
It
April.
falls into another coma.
So, what's going on? Touring, writing the movie.
Yeah.
What are you looking to do with it?
Well, we're writing a movie. It's kind of similar in tone to the Civil War on Drugs.
Oh yeah, that was a great
movie
scene
that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're writing a movie that we're gonna try to get out there. Hopefully, we're kind of getting to the end of the writing process of it.
Okay.
So then we'll take it out and try to
So,
go in.
allegorical and topical, but set in the past, or
No, it's not.
That's it.
It's. Yeah, we can't. We're not really going to talk about it that much.
Okay,
because
no,
we're
keep it
still-
on wraps.
But yeah, it's just tonally, it's the same sort of
Right.
like sketchy but linear kind of sketch.
So what was it like working on the show from start to finish? Like when you first went on, you guys started on kind of smaller venues and doing the show around town. They picked up steam and then went on to IFC. So from when it started to when it closed in 2011, what was the genesis of it and the Phil Collins band?
Yeah, we can't dance.
Yeah.
You can't dance.
Okay.
The only thing they like about me is the way I walk.
I don't like the way it goes.
I don't know. I remember
That song. I think really where we started to, I mean, we've been a group for over 10 years now, and we started as a college group, but really where we started to kind of take form and what has ended up on TV is started to take form was when we started to do this show in the Lower East Side in this bar called Pianos in New York. And it's funny because now having completely done that show as a TV show and being on the other end of it, you look back and you're like those days when we had this weekly show that and we still had a day job, and we're packing the theater and just hanging out afterwards with all our friends. I was and doing just whatever, doing the randomest sketches on stage just to see if people would think it's funny. That was the most fun.
Cool.
And that's the stuff that ended up in the first season was that first season was 90% of stuff that we
mostly
did
stage
on stage. We wrote that first season in a weekend.
Because we already had
And then were you guys
in 2 years.
No, we made a pilot for the Sundance channel that did get picked up, but it was totally different. It was not just sketches. It was like a weird.
It's kind of like Michael and Nick on Issues with that.
Oh, yeah.
It's like this kind of hybrid, like it's about us being sketch comedians, and then we would cut to the sketch.
like hyper reality
Yeah.
mixed in with
Yes,
sketches.
Yeah.
cool.
And it seems like they give you pretty much carte blanche to just do whatever.
Yeah.
Sort of. No one ever gives you full carte blanche.
Yeah.
More than anybody else was going to give us.
But we had a pretty
Yeah.
blanche card.
Here's the follow-up question to that. What didn't make it in the 5 seasons?
We had a bunch of sketches that didn't make it. Like last time we came, I think we did in Boston. Last
Yeah.
time we did in Boston, we showed a bunch of sketches that, because we would write sketches and then they'd be like, no, you can't do that. And we'd be like, okay, and then we'd like shoot them anyway. And they'd be like, what about now? Can we do it now? Like, and they would be like, no, we said not to do that one. So we have a couple sketches that we went and shot anyway, and we showed those last time. But it's usually stuff about kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally,
Oh,
bad things happen to
yeah.
kids.
We had a baby stripper sketch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
There
about
was
that.
there was one sketch that was cat Congress sketch that we tried to get made like almost every year
Yeah.
of our show. Our
It's
producers were
exactly
always
right.
like, yeah.
Bunch of cats, weird suits, and a mini Congress model, and that's all. And then us doing voiceovers. That's all it was.
And it was always our producers being like, oh yeah, it's on the schedule, it's on the schedule.
It's on last day.
It's on last day. You know, we'd be the last day, we'd be like, what about that sketch? And they'd kind of just laugh and walk away.
It's like parents telling you that your puppy just went to puppy heaven or something. You know, like, oh yeah, it's right around the corner, everybody. And then you just end the season. You're like, wait a minute. And it happened 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
All right. Who has a girlfriend? Timmy, you have.
I have a child and an ex-wife.
Okay. So who
So
has?
I'm available.
Did you point to a 16-year-old sister?
No, I pointed the camera.
That was the incorrect way to answer that
I
question.
should not take answer.
Pointed at your sister.
I'm sorry.
You say I'm a
Usually there's not a 16-year-old. It's okay.
That's what you say now.
That's what it said in court.
Rips off his mask. Hey, I'm Kris Matthews.
Oh no! I just jumped out the window.
That was elaborate.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
So
this
who has a
sure
girlfriend?
was
He said he has a
And
girlfriend.
Do they let you touch their butt?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay.
Sometimes.
Does she ever just like say straight up, come home from work like, today, not touching my butt?
Don't touch my butt. No, I've had to touch. I've been like, oh, I'm gonna come over and touch your butt. And she'd be like, don't touch my butt. I'd be like, oh, I guess we can't touch your butt now. Rude.
Top 2 comedic influences, and this can be either moments of comedy or individuals.
Steve Martin in Kids in the Hall.
Nice.
The Muppets and Bill Cosby.
Go Python, Weird Al.
Hey. And then why?
It's just the
They're
first
not.
two-
Those guys aren't funny.
Those were those were the first 2 things I ever got into as a kid. Like where I was like, oh, you can be a comedian as a job. You know, it was like Weird Al and Monty Python were the first 2 things I kind of.
And you kind of figured that out early.
Yeah.
You had that book, the book of your cartoons published.
Yeah.
Really early on.
Yeah.
The show in Virginia. So, who introduced you guys? Because I mean, I grew up love watching Cosby from my dad and Steve Martin, Kids in the Hall after school. Like, where did you all come in to comedy?
I think Cosby was the only contemporary sitcom I was allowed to watch. Pretty much all their TV I watched was on Nick at Night, the reruns. So I
Yeah.
grew up watching Green Acres and Get Smart and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't even allowed to watch The Simpsons.
Get Smart.
Yeah, Get Smart's awesome, so it's
Yeah.
fine. And then the Muppets again, like that was the first movie I saw in the theater. I still remember it, and they were just like, you know, you watch the show and even the movies, like they're sketch comedy, you know,
And
they're
then
awesome.
everybody guest starring,
Yeah.
cameos, and then
Tons of fun.
Insane.
I kind of hated the new Muppet movie though, because I thought like it should have been called The Humans, because it was mostly about humans. Muppets didn't even get any good songs in it.
I mean, my mom used to work at like an art house theater in Austin, and she used to. They used to play like John Waters movies and like Harold and Maude there. So like when I was like a young teenager, she was like having me watch Harold and Maude,
At least
which is like, yeah, it's just like a weird.
But she
movie.
probably had like a much older friend that you were trying to hook him up with, right?
He's single.
He's 13 and he's available.
I'm trying. I keep showing him the movie, but he just doesn't. He still hasn't said anything about you.
No, when I was in 7th grade, I came home one day. My brother was like, "Oh, I got this movie. You want to watch it?" And I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And it was Reservoir Dogs. Like in 7th grade,
It's awesome.
and I had no idea what Reservoir Dogs was. And he was like, "Yeah, this movie's like weird." And I didn't know how it was weird. And I think that was the second time that you watched it, right? And then we watched it, and then it was that point on that I was like, I want to do something in media. Same with I was saying, like Kids in the Hall, which I like randomly saw like one night staying up too late when they used to show it at like 3 a.m.
That was
and
my
it was
after school.
yeah. But like before that, like they used to show it like an hour after SNL, like so late, and I stayed up late and I saw it, and it was just the weirdest show, and I didn't know why they would have a show on at that block. You know, it's like 3 a.m. on Saturday. It's like there should be an infomercial.
Yeah.
And here's this bizarre comedy show, and saw that around the same time that I saw Reservoir Dogs, and that really like I think from then on I was like I just want to do something unique and different. You know?
Yeah, because you can definitely tell there's a lot of influence in the Whitest Kids U Know show from Kids in the Hall. I mean, all the drag elements are kind of similar. There's like the quick bits, the transitions are kind of similar. They had more like the musical elements, and you guys are just kind of quick cuts. But
Yeah, they did a lot of runners and stuff like that. Like they like let sketches run throughout a whole episode.
oh, I love when you guys would do that. Just like you can't figure out how to, and it's so.
Yeah.
Top 2 foods you won't eat.
Foods you won't eat. Lima beans and any meat.
No meat?
No, I'm vegetarian.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's an
I
easy
was trying to think of one, and I was like, oh, right, it's right there.
I'm gonna go squash. I'm gonna go super spicy foods.
Okay.
I noticed you skipped me because I don't look like there's anything I can help.
You just give me
I
more
was
time.
just waiting.
Honestly though, that's a hard question for me to answer because I'll try anything once.
There you go.
I want to eat like moldy stuff, like old food.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
Like never eat.
never. I've never seen mayonnaise go bad. Maybe that could be into my list. Lots of carrots go bad, lots of bananas, but never seen bad mayonnaise.
Rice cakes.
I like rice cakes.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I eat everything. The problem is I eat everything. I eat good stuff and bad stuff, and I just look like a pear.
We did this one show though in Conway, Arkansas, and right before the show, they were like, "Just so you know, there's going to be people signing for the hearing impaired on stage." So we did the whole show. There were 2 people signing the whole
Having
show.
to act out our dumb show, like
Yeah, and we would
there's
say
like
like
an old lady doing it.
yeah, we would say the dumbest lines and have to like
Yeah.
you have to like look and be like, what
Yeah.
are the signs for that? And then after the show, there was a security guard cop there, and I just was walking out and I was like, hey man, can I shoot your gun? And he was like, yeah, come by later, I have some extra shells.
But then he was
We got into the
He said
woods.
have some he had shells that
Unregistered
unregistered shells that weren't from the police office. So he was like, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
He was like, yeah, man, if you want to hang out, yeah, totally, I'll be around. And then we met up with everyone at a bar afterwards, and immediately some girl came up to us and was like, hey, let's go to the roller skating rink. I got the keys, and we partied at the roller skating rink until like 5 a.m. with like a bunch of people, and it was like a super, super fun night, and it was a great place to play.
In between the bar and the roller rink, Sam and I got a ride, right? And the guy's like, okay, but we got to stop by my frat house because my frat boys want to meet you guys. We're like, okay, so we went, and Sam and I got to like spank some initiates with the paddle.
I didn't really spank him.
I hit him
really
real
spank.
hard.
Yeah. I was kind of like, I'm
I
not
felt like
doing
that's what you're
this.
supposed to, right? You're supposed to give them hell, so that's what I did.
tell me, right?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So So that's weird.
That's how freshmen die.
I'm not gonna kill a freshman. This is a drawing Trevor, some I considered to be my friend, drew of me.
It's a caricature.
It is a caricature.
Yeah.
It's me.
It's funny that you semi-considered him to be your friend, because I don't think he considers you to be his friend.
Clearly from this drawing, opinion differential is pretty big.
That's just how he sees you.
You're listening to Gag Order Radio, like that.
Or watching it.
Or watching
Or
it,
watching.
being this on video and all.
Right now you're watching or listening to Gag Order Radio.
You might be in the other room listening to it, but this is Gag Order Radio, and you can watch it too.
And if you don't know who we are, that's normal, but we're the whitest kids you know.
It's definitely acceptable, and you're probably the majority if you don't know. We're the whitest kids, and you're listening to Gag Order.